Welcome to TVC Breakfast today. My name is Etoma Edu.
All right, good morning, Nigeria and the rest of the world. It's good to have you join us on the midweek edition. I am Veronica Dan Ikboy, and it's good to have you back, Etoma.
Thank you very much.
And from the left angle of the set, I'm Ibrahim Shita. Thank you so much for joining us. And Etoma, good to see you again.
Oh, thanks so much. It's nice to be back. It's really nice to be back.
Absolutely. And definitely we'll be having Ria later on the show as well, as we talk about Africa Travel Indaba. But like we have rightly pointed out to you, we'll be talking about facilities management and the matter of health development in Nigeria, the steps that the federal government is taking, and every other issues that we find on the papers later on today. And definitely we'll go to FCT for FCT Brief, and we'll also bring you stories that are trending now with Olamide Odekunle. But first, let's begin with this story.
Africa Travel Indaba, owned by South African Tourism, is a renowned leisure trade show that showcases Africa's diverse tourism offering. The event is designed to create market access for the vast array of African leisure tourism products, providing a platform for industry stakeholders to connect, collaborate, and drive business growth. The trade show is preceded by a dedicated business opportunity networking day, that's a Bond Day, which seeks to create a platform for thought leadership, knowledge sharing, and obtaining the latest in global trends and local insights. The three-day trade show is a main event where African tourism exhibitors showcase their offerings to international and local buyers, destination marketing companies, and leisure tourism services partners. This platform enables face-to-face connections, facilitating business opportunities and quality connections that will shape Africa tomorrow. TVC's Ria Abdul joins us via Zoom from South Africa to bring us to speed with updates from this event.
My people, you are watching TVC News. Today we're kicking off with a conference where we're going to have a networking session. So I'm going to be speaking to a couple of people. We'll find out what they think about the Travel Indaba and their expectations. Stay with us right here on TVC News. So let's talk about the Travel Indaba. What do you think about the initiative?
It's quite exciting. We know that everybody and anybody who's involved in tourism from different parts of the world come together. Networking opportunities, business opportunities for leisure, for business, for adventure, any type of opportunities.
I think it's a very great initiative. I think for us people who come from smaller provinces in terms of population, big in terms of mass area, I think there's a number of areas that people do not know about our province. So it gives us an opportunity to sell what we have as a province.
Okay.
The initiative is great because it provides an opportunity for the tourism products to meet the tourism buyers.
What would you like to say to them? Because we know that they are the pioneers of this event.
I will say they must keep it up. Yeah, they must keep it up. And we thank them for this opportunity. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Sabawana.
Thank you, Indaba.
Well, the first time I attended that stuff was in 2008, 2007, 2008. Then it was still quite young, but the participation was crazy.
Huge.
Yeah, it was huge. And then it was a 7-day event at that time because they took everybody to see what South Africa as a country is doing to develop tourism. And I tell you, as at that time, it was estimated that they had spent over $300 million in trying to develop their tourism industry. So you can imagine how it is right now and all that.
Interesting. Well, we have Ria Abdul joining us via Zoom to talk more on Travel Indaba to us right now. Ria, good morning. How do we greet in South Africa?
Good morning, Sabawana, my people. Good morning. How is it going over there in Nigeria?
Very well. Quickly talk to us how travel in Indaba has been, and especially the matter of visa-free travel, because that's one aspect we hear has been a talking point at this event.
Okay, thank you so much, Veronica. It's been a beautiful time here in South Africa, I must say. We must give it to the Travel Indaba because they're doing a fantastic job when it comes to promoting tourism in South Africa. The event was packed yesterday. Veronica, I tell you, millions of people were just trying to get into the hall, you know, to experience it. And it was just a beautiful moment. Talking about the visa-free, we had a beautiful conversation with the Minister of Tourism in South Africa, where she said, you know, as for now, Ghanaians have free entry into South Africa. They just stamp your passport when you get to South Africa. But with Nigeria, they still need to go to a process of visa and all of that. So she was saying that before the end of this year, something will be done because, you know, we have a lot of Nigerians that want to get into South Africa. So she has assured us, you know, we had an exclusive interview with her where she assured us that before the end of the year, you know, something will happen that Nigerians will be able to get visa-free and also get to South Africa and just have their passport stamped. But going back to the event, it's beautiful to see different Africans coming to showcase what they're selling. The young, the old, you just see them, how they are very happy to showcase it. And also another thing I took note from this event, it says that, Veronica, Africa, we are #1 and we are leading. Because when you see those white people patronizing the South Africans, eating the food, it's just a beautiful moment. I wouldn't lie to you. And I'm really happy that I am here. It's a beautiful moment here.
Right.
Yes, it gives me the impression that it's like an exhibition kind of arrangement where
exactly.
Yeah, people are saying this is what we have and that is what we have. Tell me, what did you see, and from which country did you see something that's spectacular, something that you'll remember for a long time?
Okay, so basically it started with the conference. We had a beautiful conference yesterday where we had addresses and they spoke about networking. And just after the conference, we were now ushered into the hall where we had the exhibition. We had people from South Africa here, with people from Germany, people from different parts of the world. But one thing that caught my attention was a particular guy that was selling meat. So it's South African food. And the way he was selling the meat and singing about it, he wasn't just selling. You could see how he was happy selling it. And a lot of people were buying. A lot of international people were buying and enjoying it. That was one stand that really caught my attention. And also, there was a stand talking about people buying homes. I quite can't remember the name of the stand, but it was giving homes to people at a lesser rate. And there was also a young girl who was selling her African print clothes. So you can just see that young Africans are taking center stage. They are into businesses. They are selling. You know, they are making sure that they're able to put food on their table. And some of these people came from different parts of the world. I met a lady that is from Limpopo. She came all the way from Limpopo to come and talk about, she has a travel agency as well. So she came to talk about it right there. There were many things I saw, but what caught my attention was the guy selling the meat, because the meat was really nice.
Everyone knows it.
It was so good.
But then different people come in from all walks of life, even you from Nigeria and you know different parts of the world. What kind of feedback are you getting from those who are attending, especially the international buyers, you know, for these events? What are they saying?
Ibrahim, they are very excited buying African things. You need to see, I saw one white man wearing the South African like clothes, the South African clothes. He was wearing it and you need to see how he wore it with pride. They are very happy. They love it. I told you, I just spoke about the cuisine, how they were rushing to that guy's center to eat South African food. So I think that when it comes to the international people, they love what they see. And we need to give it to SA Tourism for this. I think it's something we also need to adopt in Nigeria. We also see that, you know, our Commissioner for Tourism, Madam Toke Benson, is doing a fantastic job. But I think we need to do more because this just puts South Africa in a great place when we talk about tourism. There were Nigerians there. Of course, I saw my people. I saw some Nigerians there as well. You know, everybody just buying, selling. But talking about the international market and the international people, I think they love what they see because they were so happy. Like, I have a video where I saw one white man dancing. When I come, I'll show you guys. You know, they were happy here. They were so excited. They were buying and they loved what they were buying as well. So from reactions from the international people, I think is great. They love it. Everybody loves Africa. And I think it's time for us to understand that it's Africa first at the end of the day.
Right. Now, quickly, Ria, before we let you go, give us perhaps 1 or 2 lessons Nigerians can borrow and then what we should expect from you today or in the coming days with regards to this conference.
what I would say, what Nigerians can borrow is it was organized properly. Normally, when exhibitions are happening in Nigeria, you see a lot of chaos. People are running. This was organized properly. Like everybody had their stand. You know, the security was there. Nobody caused any chaos. Like there was no rush. There was no stampede because a lot of people were there. So I think that is something we need to take note of. And also in our tourism, I think a lot has to be done. Me coming to South Africa made me realize that with Nigerian tourism, we still have a lot lacking behind. We are doing well, not to say, but we have a lot lacking behind, and we need to work on it. We need to organize events like this that we can bring people from all over Africa to come and see what we can do in Nigeria as well, because we do great things in Nigeria, Veronica. We cannot lie about that. So that's one of the things I picked from that. But also, I'm getting ready. Is day 2. Here you have it, TVC News, number 1. Day 2, I am going for the conference. There's another conference today where we'll be speaking, and also there'll be networking as well. We'll have conversations with people from different parts of the world. So that's what's happening. And after the 3 days, then we get to explore South Africa, go to the mountains, the skydiving. There's so many things we'll get to do. So it's a proper package, and you know that I'm going to bring you everything. I'm going to bring you more. So just relax, cool your temper, and I'm going to bring you more. But so far, so good. It's been an amazing one, Veronica. And a big thanks to TVC for, giving me the opportunity to come here too as well. I really appreciate it. And I'm happy that I'm able to give you people all the live feeds happening from here. There's still going to be more. So brace for impact.
Great. Thank you, Ria. Have a great time.
Okay.
Sabawana again.
Danny. All right. And quick.